Let's take an example of a car. Let's assume that it is stationary for the moment. Now, let's put a force of 10 Newton on it towards the right. So what will happen? Of course, the car will tend to move towards the right. Here, we say that the forces are unbalanced. Now, let's add another force with an equal magnitude but in the opposite direction on the car. Will the car move now? Definitely not, because both forces simply cancel out each other's effects. In such a system, forces are said to be balanced. So this was when the object was stationary. Now, let's assume that the car is moving with a constant velocity, say 10 kilometers per hour. What will happen when a force is applied in the direction of motion? Well, the velocity will obviously increase. So what happens when the force acts in the direction opposite to that of motion? Well, the velocity will decrease. So if the force acts for a long enough period of time, the car will eventually come to rest, and even then it will start moving in the opposite direction. So here we see that unbalanced forces can change the velocity of a moving object. Now let's assume that the car again is moving with a constant velocity and there are two balanced forces acting on it. What will happen then? The forces will simply cancel each other out and the car will continue to move with the same velocity. So from this, we can conclude that an object moves with a constant velocity when all forces acting on the object are balanced and there is no net external force acting on it. If an unbalanced force is applied, there will be a change in either the speed or direction of motion. Thus, we can say that to accelerate or decelerate the motion of an object, an unbalanced force is required.